Conditions deteriorate and rescue numbers reach a season high. A fisherman is swept from the rocks in a tragic accident.
Standing in the doorway. 4, 3, 2, over a mountain, jump her away.
And a swimmer goes under just before the lifeguards reach her. Waitangi Day, and the currents are wreaking havoc with swimmers and lifeguards alike. It's Andrew's first season as patrol captain.
Really want you to hang right here.
And he's been thrown right in the deep end.
Oi, Sam, right here. Nick, okay, two.
Oh, they're gone now, eh?
Okay, Sam, you're out in the boat right now. Nick!
An hour ago, he coordinated a mass rescue directly in front of Lion Rock, where the powerful rip swept 5 people along the beach in seconds, including 2 children. Down the southern end, it's the surfers in strife. So far today, the guards have pulled 6 beginner board riders to safety.
Hand up, hand up.
And moments ago, they saved this woman from drowning in the hole, a treacherous deep spot in the center of the beach. She's in a bad way.
He's really tired.
Her exhausted partner was out there with her and has just been rescued too.
You want to jump in as well. You've got a bit of salt in the lung, yeah. The lungs reacting to the salt and expulsing the wick out cunt. So we'll take you up to the feet and just lie you there and just relax you, just put some oxygen, some stuff on you, eh?
Both are rushed to the club's medical room. She has taken in a lot of water. Paramedic and senior lifeguard Jonathan standing by to perform first aid.
So what I'll do is I'm just going to assess your vital signs. I haven't raced to pump any oxygen on you just at the moment because she's not having any trouble breathing. I'll have a listen to her lungs, make sure they're nice and clear.
I just realised that it was possible that I might not actually be able to get out. Yeah, I just felt exhausted. It was more powerful than I was. So I just realised it was possible. I've never thought before that it could actually happen. The waves always knock you back in, but these weren't doing it. They were just cycling us around.
With one of them hooked up to the mobile heart monitor, this fit, healthy couple simply can't believe that this has happened. Meanwhile, the Westpac rescue helicopter prepares for a water rescue.
Hurry! We've got a guy off the west coast, Bethel's Beach. I've just been informed by police, fishermen, off the rocks. Get in your wetsuit and get your normal gear.
Right, sweet.
During the summer season, a voluntary lifeguard is stationed with the chopper crew. Piha lifeguard Ari's on duty today.
This is the first time I'm flying for a possible water job, so...
A fisherman has been swept from the rocks. Ari is part of a team of 20 senior lifeguards, all with advanced first aid skills and emergency search and rescue training, including helicopter jumps. Because of the rugged location, the helicopter is the only rescue craft able to retrieve this man. Back at Piha, Jonathan continues to check the rescued women every few minutes.
Put this under here, Melanie, nice big breath in, breath in, and out. One more time.
I'm not experienced in the sea. I'm a good swimmer, but not in the sea. So, yeah, I don't know. I could have drowned. We could have drowned out there. I think maybe that's what it felt like anyway.
So the lungs are nice and clear, so that's all good. When people aspirate, which is take water into the lungs, then the majority of that water is absorbed into the bloodstream. But if there is any fluid there, you hear like a crackling sound. It's the equivalent of taking some hair and rubbing it together. That's the sort of sound that it makes. If there is fluid in there, it's normally associated with a cough. So people bring up a frothy sort of substance. It can sometimes be white, it can sometimes be blood tinge, which makes it a bit pink.
Yeah, I felt it's a bit embarrassing, but I did actually. I just thought, oh shit, I felt like I might die, and it was just like a second where I thought of it like, and then she died, like it was a story or something. It was because I'd drunk all this water, and it was just quite like the waves were coming, and they looked real, like I'd see for a second, and I just thought, that is so big. It was really big and rough. So yeah, I pushed. Yeah, I couldn't. I just realised that I felt like in a lot of danger and.
10 kilometres north, the chopper crew receive an update from the Bethells Beach lifeguards, and it's not one they hoped for. West Coast fishermen take a dodgy path across this wire cable to get to a renowned fishing spot. The risk doesn't always pay off. Today, this cave could hold one of them.
We'll jump you in, and then you can deal with the body from there, if you like.
Yeah, that's right.
So they can help you take it back to the beach, and then we'll meet you back at the beach.
Yeah, no problems. Yeah,
Cool. And you're happy to still go in the water?
Yeah, happy as. Just I'll jump onto a wave if I can.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Cool. We'll come down about a 15-foot hover and same drills as per normal.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy.
How low do you want us, Leon? 15?
15, thanks, Armin.
Okay, if you can just indicate when we get close.
Roger that.
Better.
That's a good position there. Just getting his tube and his fins. Moving him to the door now. Standing in the doorway. That's a good line. Hold that line there. Approaching a good height. Now 10 to run. 4, 3, 2, rover him out. Jumper away. He's in the water.
The Bethells IRB is on its way, but Ari is on his own in the water for now. He faces a near impossible task: to locate a body either submerged in the cave or already swept out to sea. This hole is causing recovery is underway. The jet ski and Bethel's IRB have arrived, and guard David has swum inside to help Ari. And it doesn't take long before both guards drag the dead fisherman out, all three battered constantly by the 10-foot surf. The jet ski tows them out to the IRB. Then it's another 15-minute sad journey back to land. It has been quiet for the past hour at Piha. But right now, the sea's churning in all directions. With so many people still in the water, anything can happen.
Okay.
In an instant,
Noxie, middle of the beach, board, 2 hands. Hand up. We've got hands. Okay, let's go, someone, Dan.
Horse is the first to see a large group of swimmers in distress and signals Davin and Sam to launch the second IRB.
Guys, go for a tube swim out and grab those guys. There's about 10 people in there. Grab your tubes, fins, 3 of yous, go. As quick as you can, go, 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 go. Go, man! Thanks, Logan.
The extreme low tide means a long, slow drag before the motors can be started. Precious seconds tick by for the swimmers waving frantically at sea. Davin gets to them first, grabbing a child and a woman sinking fast.
over it while we're trying to save these two. This little boy hooked onto my board, and yeah, we're just trying to swim out of there.
My job was trying to save him. I tried. Well, I was lucky I had mine on a wetsuit.
Yeah, pretty bad, man. I was just coming out. Next minute, I was just out. Yeah.
It was terrible. I thought I couldn't breathe. Water was just pouring into my mouth.
My job was trying to save him. I tried.
Like in the that lifeguard there was holding on to my son, and she told me, put your hand up.
Deep.
Straight away the boat came around and picked me up.
I got a wetsuit.
So grateful for that.
Holding me up, basically.
Oh,
I couldn't believe it. I know. Thank you very much.
She was going under when we got to her.
Davin finds one more boogie boarder the junior guards are supporting.
Up out of the way, girls, go away. Down, bro. Go make this way, my guys, 2 ways. Cheers, mate. Girls, go that way.
The fisherman's body is with the coroner, and Ari revisits the site where he retrieved him.
The cable goes from one side of the cave to the other, and it's pretty crazy because they somehow get across, and it's possibly he got washed off the cable, we don't know, but it's anyone that goes across there is really asking for trouble because of the size of the surf. And before, when we were going in the cave, there were actually fishermen going across the wire as we pulled the body out.
Another hardy fisherman decides to tackle this rugged spot.
I feel okay. A lot of adrenaline still going through me, and I'm still maybe a bit shaken. But when I look back, it was pretty scary. But I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad we got him and found him. Yeah. Before the jump, I had a lot of adrenaline. I wasn't really too worried then. It was not until I got into the cave and things were a bit dark and still that it really kind of hit me what I was doing. I kind of, once they asked me, would you jump? I kind of said yes straight away. Didn't think about it too much. And then once I was in the cave, yeah, it was a bit freaky. And I kind of didn't really think he would be in there because with the big surf, he could have been anywhere. And then I looked at towards the back of the cave. I could see his fishing rod just floating there. And at that point, I knew he was somewhere in the cave with me, and that was pretty scary, not knowing where he was. And I was just kind of hoping that he would come to the surface so he didn't wrap around my legs or anything like that, because I was floating there in the dark and the seaweed would wrap around my legs, and I kept thinking it was him. So I was just kind of hoping I'd see him, and then a few minutes later, after looking, I was just about to get out of there, and then his body just came to the surface face down. And at that point, I just started to tow him behind me out to the entrance of the cave. So when I saw David, it was a bit of a relief because I was to see him, because I knew he knew what he was doing. He had another tube, so he clipped it on with me and we both towed him out together. But when we got out of the cave, there was actually just the jet ski there. So we got the jet ski driver to pull us away from the cave, and he had to go back to the beach to get an IRB. So there's a period of about 5 minutes where me and Dave just sat floating with the body out here, just back and forward with the surf. And we're so tired, we're basically just resting on him and his rescue tubes. Still had a lot to do, so I wasn't thinking too much. We got the body onto the boat, straight up the beach, and the helicopter's waiting on the sand for me. It was once I hopped in the helicopter and it was kind of sitting still, not knowing, once I was in the helicopter sitting still and kind of just looking out the window and reflecting, it was kind of, it hit me how heavy it was, what we'd just done.
Further south, it's the finish of a full-on Waitangi day. Especially for new patrol captain Andrew.
It was good. There was quite a bit of stuff that was going on. It's a lot harder when you're a patrol captain. You got to worry about a lot more stuff because when it goes down, it's on you. It's kind of hard not to sort of jump to conclusions, get all caught up in the rescue stuff with it. Because if you do, it gets a bit out of control. But no, it was good. It's good.
Despite its allure, the wild west coast commands respect. And any drowning leaves a lasting impression on those who have lost precious family. and those volunteers that guard these waters.
When I went to bed, I couldn't sleep at all, and I was and only then it kind of hit me how much stress I'd been in when I was mainly inside the cave. I think it was a mixture of fear and adrenaline and just kind of not knowing what was in there, and would just run it over in my head, and it would I just couldn't sleep a blink that night.